Hey guys, welcome back. It's LJ.Mindset here. I'm your host, Louisa Jazar, and on this podcast, we will talk about how we will achieve our goals in this episode. After you heard this episode, you will be able to basically achieve any goals that you want in life. So, first thing first, we're going to talk about why is it important to achieve goals. Because goals are basically, it is the most important thing, the most important part of your life is to basically achieve success, achieve your goals. So by achieving your goals, you're going to achieve success. By achieving your success, you're going to achieve also happiness because you're going to be proud of yourself, But here, we will talk exactly how to achieve any type of goals. So be ready because it's going to start right now. So the first step to achieve your goal is to define your goals by writing. So the first step is to write down all your goals. So it can be one, it can be several, just everything. Then writing down your specific goals allows you to make a sort of pact or contract with yourself, and that's what we want. So know that simply setting goals mentally has less value and impact on your subconscious. So grab a notebook or a journal, your phone, just a piece of paper, we don't care, and prepare to write down all your goals for the upcoming month, year, or decade. No, I'm just kidding. But really, just write everything, every goals, just for the past, just years or months or days, we don't care, just write everything because it will really help you to put a message to your subconscious because you have your conscious, this is what you're thinking right now, and you have your subconscious, and this is really going to help you because if you write down all your goals and you see it visually, you see it written, somewhere mentally, it will really go into your subconscious, and your subconscious will know that this is the reality because there has been a scientific proven experience with people who basically wrote nothing. They just thought about it, about their goals, that's it, and sometimes they also forgot. Then they also had the people who were just every single freaking day were they thinking about their goals. And then we had others that were really thinking about their goals, saying every morning and every night before going to bed, telling themselves what their goals were. And they also wrote it on a piece of paper, on journals, on phone, because they wanted to experience everything. And the people who really achieved success in 1 month, who were the third case, the people who were writing their goals, who were really they knew they wanted, And so basically, your subconscious, your conscious, everything, your brain, cannot make a difference between the reality and something that is false, fantasy basically. So by just basically writing your goals on a piece of paper, your conscious will tell yourself, well, this is the reality. You want to be rich. You want to achieve freedom. You want to finish school, okay? And by writing it, well, again, your subconscious cannot make the difference between something real and something that is false, And so he will tell yourself, well, this is real. He will tell himself this is real. I am rich, or I will be rich in 1 month, or I will achieve success by the time of 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, So that's why it is very important. I do this every day, every single freaking day, and for about 2 years, and I've achieved so much in life. So this is real. Really do this. So the second step to achieve all your goals is to set ambitions and realistic goals. So the first point is ambitious, enough to push you beyond your limits. A truly ambitious goal should both scare and motivate you to the fullest, really. And you mean like scare? That's negative. No. It doesn't mean to be stressed. No. That's not what I'm saying. To be scared, and motivating, because these are two of the most, the most emotions that could really help you to improve in your life. To basically achieve success, to basically achieve your freedom, etc. The second point is realistic enough to maximize your chances of success. So this means that your mission is to find the perfect balance between these two aspects. So if the goal you're considering can be achieved in less than 2 months, then aim higher, That's what I mean by basically realistic enough to maximize your chances of success. I'm not gonna say I want to be a millionaire in 1 month, because this is not realistic. Maybe you can, but this is just not realistic enough, So what I always tell to myself, I'm gonna be a millionaire at the age of 21. Okay, my birthday was yesterday, 1st August. I'm now 17 years old, and I am just so determined to achieve this goal by 21 and to be a freaking millionaire, And basically for the past 3 years, I've always wished to myself, I want to be a millionaire by the age of 21. It wasn't 20. It wasn't 22. No. It was 21 for the past 3 years, And by this, you could see that I am so determined to achieve this, And that's why you need to have a realistic goal, because it needs to be realistic, okay? Let's be fair, So please just take a moment, write all your goals, and also write the dates. This is the most important. For me, it is, I want to be a millionaire by the age of 21. Success. I want to achieve success by the age of 18. I'm 17 years old, and I want to achieve success when I would be 18 years old. And now you're like, yeah, but success, what does success mean to you? And that is the question you need to ask yourself, because for me, millionaire, it's to have 1 million, okay? Success for me is to basically achieve all my goals I've wanted to achieve for my 18 years old, okay? So everyone has another definition, but this, you also need to write it down, all the kinds of definitions you have, because everyone has another definition, and you need to be clear for your mind to really believe in it. Number 3 is to make your goals measurable. So your goals should be quantifiable and measurable. Establish a number, a quantity, or a figure for each goal you set. To achieve your goals, you need to basically measure your progress effectively. So, hence the importance of numerical data. Basically, you need to measure all your progress. So, it can be on a journal. It can be somewhere else. It can be on a platform. I don't care. Just measure your progress every single day. Every single day. You understood me? Because I want you to achieve this goal. I don't want to say to yourself, no, I'm not capable of this excuse. No. No, I want you to achieve this success. So you need to do everything I'm saying right now, okay? So you take a notebook and you measure every single day your progress, okay? The second point is to plan their accomplishments easily. So let's replace, I want a dream body this year, with this year I will run twice a week and add some vegetables to all my meals. Instead of, my business will explode this year, use this year I am for a turnover of, $60,000. Can you see the difference between the two? Yeah, I think you can. So you always need to put the phrase, to turn it again, and to be realistic. Okay? This is what we want. Quantifiable and measurable. The fourth step is to break down your goals. Achieving your goals comes to two words: fragmentation and planning. Now that you've set your goals in a measurable and quantifiable way, it will be much easier to break them down and organize yourself to achieve them. For instance, I want to add some vegetables to all my meals because I need to organize buying a certain amount of vegetables each week. I want to achieve a turnover of $60,000 a year because I need to achieve a turnover of $5,000 per month. Take the time to break your goals down into monthly, weekly, or even daily steps. By doing this, they will seem less daunting and more achievable. When I understood the magic of fragmentation, it changed my life. Because I also talked about it in another podcast, and it was about the growth mindset. Because in the growth mindset, I was talking about also how to achieve our goals, but it wasn't specific enough. And then people asked me to do a more specific, podcast, And so when I was basically writing all my notes, I was like, yeah, when you understand the magic of fragmentation, this is like a turning over, So by this, I mean that you have your big goal. Basically, for me, I want to be a millionaire. Then you have the second. I want to be a millionaire by the age of 21. Then you have all the little goals to achieve this big goal. Because if I say to you, you are going to be a millionaire, how would you do this? You will be like, I don't know, maybe I could do this and this, and that's it, you're a little bit lost, and that's okay, that's normal. But if I said to you, you are gonna be a millionaire by the age of 21, and how? Because you will first learn success. You will first learn this. You will also basically read this and this and this book. You will also go to meetings with this and this person to basically, you know what I mean? Is to basically turn this big goal into little goals because you want to achieve it. And it is a lot more easier because it clears your path to success. Number 5 is to analyze your goals to achieve them easily. Now that your goals are basically broken down into smaller steps, you need to analyze them. If you need to achieve $5,000 in turnover per month to reach your goal of $60,000 per year, how many products or services do you need to sell per year, per week, per month, etc.? So once you have the answer to this question, ask yourself, first, what do you need to put it in place for each fragmented steps to go well? Second, what do you lack to achieve your goal? And third, what resources do you have to perform the necessary actions? So by this, I mean that you need to basically analyze your goal, analyze every single goals. And I know it takes time, but if you want to achieve your goals, you need to put effort in them. There is no excuses. In my podcast, in the LJ.Mindset platforms, there is no excuses. I can completely understand. I am a very empathic person. I have a lot of empathizing, so I understand. Sometimes we have difficult situations. Sometimes we're not good in ourselves because it happens also to me. But we need to stop with our excuses, okay? So that's why. Yes, it could be very difficult right now. But if you understand these 3 points, please write it also down. These 3 points, it will be a lot more easier, okay? So you need to basically ask yourself always 3 questions about your goals because you need to analyze it, okay? And just ask yourself how to put this in place, how to achieve your goal, and what resources do you need to have, okay? That's what you need to ask yourself. Number 6 is to plan your goals. So it's time to plan all the micro steps you obtain by breaking down your goals. Or is the following? So, take a calendar or planner and write down the list of tasks you need to complete. then the important dates of each step. So this could be the date of your weekly weigh-in if you're monitoring your weight. It might be the monthly turnover if you want to grow your business. Keep a written record of your progress. Even if it's not always up to your expectations, we don't care, just write it down, okay? This technique will help you put things into perspective and take a step back on your results. Like, okay, this week I wasn't great in terms of results, but I rocked the previous 5 weeks. So, in this one, in the 6th, by basically plan your goals is basically be a little bit more specific. So basically to be a lot more disciplined, to write it down on your journal, on your phone. If you have Apple, that you can, like, you have this app calendar where you can write it down, or Google Calendar. You have no excuses, okay? There is everywhere, okay? I write it down on Notability sometimes, and also sometimes on my calendar on Apple. And I write down everything I need to do, or I write down when my podcast needs to be sent to my Spotify, etc. When this and this must be when I need to post again on Canva, every single, you know what I mean? So this will help you to be a lot more organized, but also to see your progress, etc. Okay? So the thing is, when you do this, it will take at least 3 months to really get into it. But then after like 5, 6, 7, 8 months, you will see that it wasn't difficult at all. And you will see that it will just begin to be like in your routine, and that's what we want. Number 7 is to have the right mindset to stay on track long term. But again, I have this episode that everyone loves, and it's basically the growth mindset. So this one is a really good episode. And then we also have freedom and how to become more productive. I think these 3 episodes are really, really interesting for you to also hear it. And then for the people that are a bit like me into the business, you can also look into the how to build a business as a teenager, because this will help you a lot more. It can also help you if you're an adult. It's just like a lot more easier for the teenagers to understand it, how to basically just create a business. But yeah, so let's get back into the number 7. So have the right mindset to stay on track long term. So basically gyms that bombard us with ads every January, So we don't stick to our resolutions for long. So here are a few tips to help you stay on track day after day to achieve your goals. So the first one is to practice positive thinking daily and use the law of attraction. We also talked about the law of attraction in my previous episode. And so the second point is to eliminate negativity, like negative thoughts, to boost your self-confidence. And we also talked about it, negative thoughts. If you also listen to it, I hope you will also understand the negative thoughts, why it isn't very good. And this is all in my growth mindset episode. The third one is to don't hesitate to project yourself and imagine how happy you would be to have achieved your goals. Again, growth mindset. You need to have this growth mindset, okay? And the last one is to work on your mindset to stay easily enthusiastic and motivated. This element makes the difference between those who fail and those who succeed in general. So the last point, it's, I think, my favorite one, because when you do something, when you want to achieve a goal, you need to be enthusiastic, because enthusiastic is the definition of motivation. Because when you are happy, when you're enthusiastic, automatically you will be motivated, This is just science, So again, if you're a person like me who likes business, who likes basically investing, who likes trading, who likes to be just in personal development, you will be enthusiastic. You will be motivated naturally. You think that I do my podcast because I feel obligated? Not at all. I do my podcast because this brings me so much happiness into my life. I'm like, I can talk about so much like different aspects of life and just share it to you guys, because you guys makes me feel happy. So please, just if you are not a person who likes business, what do you like in life? Do you like sports? Yes, I have a friend who loves sports. And this is just his life, He just sees sports, He just sees like gym, And he has so many goals in life. And I'm just so proud of him. I'm just like, it makes me so much happier to see people achieve their goals. So please work on your mindset, because if you have a goal, this goal must be enthusiastic and motivating. Number 8, and the last step, is to act in a case of a drop in morale to reach your goals. Yes, this was very long. So, it's not easy to stay confident all the time. Low morale is inevitable and will happen at some point, okay? So, the key word is kindness. Be gentle and kind to yourself. Allow yourself not to be on top of 24/7, We just don't want this all the week, and then we don't want this, okay? So every day is an opportunity for a fresh start. And if today isn't the best, then tomorrow can only be better. Just if you want to, okay? So basically, review your goals, your action plan, and especially look at the progress you've already made. My first episode was about self-confidence. So if you want to just hear it, I think you will be really happy after it. It's just 17 minutes. That's it. It's not very long because my latest episodes were like 40 minutes. I know it's a lot because it is really more detail, because we have emotional intelligence. We have also how to overcome self-doubt, so it is very specific. But self-confidence, I haven't done a really specific one, but I have done something very useful, very quick, to hear, to boost your confidence, to boost your energy, your mindset, your mental health. And you know what? This is my first one. And it is also my first ranked. So a lot of people have heard it. And it is their favorite one. So I think it could be really good if you also hear it, because this one is really good. And so, yeah, this was about the 8. I think to basically, just please become confident. Because when you are confident, you are crushing everyone. Everyone. Okay? So again, it is normal to be low moral, to be not good, etc. Okay, I have also these days, that the last few days, the last 3 or 4 days, I did nothing. When I say I did nothing, I did nothing. I haven't worked a single day. Just today, I worked a lot today, 4 or 5 hours. And it's just for myself. No one is here telling Louisa, you need to work 5 hours on your podcast, on your LJ.Mindset platform. You need to also read, etc. No one is telling me right now, I need to do this. I'm just doing it for you guys and to help you guys. And so, again, I really haven't worked in these days because I wasn't feeling all right. I had also a few issues, etc. about my private life. And yesterday it was my birthday. It was a bit chaotic, but we've got it through with, my stepmom and my brother. So I can also tell yourself quickly, I know it has it has nothing to do with this episode, but I just wanted to tell you that, it was a bit chaotic. So we went to a cupcake stores. I think it was Sprinkles. It is very, very unique. And we took the birthday cupcake. We also took a candle that said happy birthday. And we just went to the beach. We saw also the sunset. We were just sitting there singing happy birthday to me, and now I'm 17 years old, and I'm really proud of it, because even if it wasn't the same as when I'm with my mother and sister, it was very different, but it was so cool, because what matters for me is the moment, not what I have about like the cake, because it wasn't the cake that I wanted. I don't care. The thing that I wanted the most was to have like a good memory, to have a memory with my little brother and my stepmom just at the beach with the sunset. It was so beautiful, and this made my day. And now the next day you see me just working 5 hours straight, and so what I want to say by this is that yeah, it happens to have bad days, but then you will have a day that will be so much cool, because I am a person, even if something is not going as I want it, I will always do my best. Okay, always. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys, to always do the best you can. Okay, even if it's not perfect. We don't care if it's not perfect, but just do what you can. So yeah, this was a really quick podcast episode. I just wanted to tell about just basically how to achieve your goals, because you can achieve your goals. It isn't very easy, but like you can do this if you really, really want to achieve your goals. I know that the people here on my page, on the LJ.Mindset platform, you guys, you just want to achieve your goals. So I know that the one who are listening to me, they want to achieve their goals. And if you do every single steps, every single point of what I did, of what I said, you will for sure at 100% achieve your goals. Hope you will also enjoy. You can always contact me via my email address, my Instagram, my TikTok account. You can also follow me there, ask questions in the comments. I will also do a poll here on Spotify. And yeah, hope you will really enjoy about this one. It was really nice to speak all of this with you guys, and really thank you to be here for me. Really thank you. So yeah, that was it. Have a nice day and bye.